would you give me $68 per month if I could save you $250 a month?
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Let's say you roll that into your mortgage. Now you have $250 per month that you can put elsewhere. What could someone do with that?
But like to get that, you have to put more down.
Well, so let's say that the HOA is $318 per month.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 1 year, it's about $3,600 roughly.
Yeah.
So $11,000.
Yeah.
Let's say you roll that into your mortgage, you're only paying $68 a month more, but then on the flip side, you're not paying that HOA. So now you have $250 per month that you can put elsewhere. Now you can either put it towards your principal payment and make,
save on interest, a ton of it,
a ton on interest.
Yeah, people don't realize how big of a difference just a few $100s to your mortgage payment can do, just principal only.
Right. I was just running a scenario last night as I was sitting in bed going, oh, we need to talk about this.
But you're right, though, because, when I was a banker, and this is like a common mistake, people would go and they would, say I want $250 towards my mortgage, and they have to specify principal only.
Right.
And a lot of times you could do it on your app now. They make it so easy because, if you just say to your mortgage payment only, they just put it towards your next month's payment. So if your payment is, $2,000 and you pay an extra $500 towards your mortgage, you're just paying in advance for the next month. You don't want to do that.
Right.
You don't want to pay ahead months. You want to pay down principal.
Right.
So that way, even though you pay $500 extra, next month you still got to pay the $2,000, but that extra $500 goes towards the actual amount that's getting interest charged on.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And if you were already planning on spending $318 a month on your HOA, but you can repurpose that money to now go towards your principal mortgage payment. I think the calculation that I looked up last night, just ChatGPT, it was like $30,000 of interest that was saved over a 3-year period.
I got this cool thing, financial calculators, and I'll do this here live.
Okay.
This is pretty cool. It's an app. It's free. And
which app is it?
It's called Financial Calculators. People could see it's that one right there. It's like a little calculator with 2 little gold stacks of money next to it, blue background. Okay. But inside of it, you can have your 401k, retirement, ROI calculator, discount. But there's one of a little house, and it says loan calculator.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool. There's a compound interest one. So, okay, I'll give an example here. What $500,000 house or $400,000 house here?
Yeah,
is pretty average.
$350.
Okay, for $350. 1 second. $350,000, and the loan amount would be what they put the minimum down.
Yeah, let's say FHA loan. Let's just call it $10,000 down for round numbers.
Got it. So loan would be $340.
Right.
Interest rate. What are the interest rate before they buy it down? And insurance is low, up around like 6.9 as of like Friday. So we'll say you got a great credit score, so 6.5 interest rate, 30-year, property tax, insurance is low up because they're brand new built houses. But
I do like $1,500.
That's on the high side, but okay. I live in one of these new houses, but okay, I get it.
And the drum roll.
This is calculating it at a 6.5% rate, $6,000 property tax, $1,500, everything escrowed into it. Putting the bare minimum down, just $10,000 on a $350,000 house. The monthly payment, is around $2,700, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you do what you did, right, like you buy down the rate, and you guys are buying down the rate to what, 4.99?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy right here. We go from $2,774 to $2,448.
Wow.
So $330 just by a month. Saving just by the builder. That's not you. That's the builder buying down the rate.
Right.
And then what was the other incentive you did as far as putting an extra $250 a month?
Let's just say that now on that, what was that last number? 2448?
2448.
Yeah, but that's not including the HOA.
Yeah.
So now they have to add back in the HOA. So now you're back up
utilities,
to about $2,800 a month.
Correct.
But if we can somehow increase the purchase price from that $340.
Yeah.
Not the purchase price, but the loan amount.
Yeah.
Let's go back up to $350 and see what that changes from 2448.
Everything else the same, right?
Right.
Yeah, it goes from 2448 to 2501. So we're talking about $53.
$53 a month to not pay a $300 a month HOA payment.
And so you can see right here. I don't know if they can see this on the camera or it needs to be closer.
Yeah.
Right.
Move it a little closer. Yeah.
Right. So it's 2501.
Yeah.
And then look at the middle one where it says total interest. Now watch this. Total interest, it says 325,626. So if they can see that, it says 325,626.
Okay.
Now that's total interest out of 30 years. Now there's a spot over here underneath the 30-year term. It says extra payment amount per month.
Yeah.
So watch, I'm going to put $250 extra a month towards principal. What was the interest before? It was $325,000.
The interest?
Yeah. What did we just say? Hold on.
I forgot.
I'll calculate it again. Yeah, $325,626. Okay.
The total interest over the life of the loan.
Amortized over 30 years. Now watch.
Wow.
What 250? So people don't know. Like I'm not playing. $250.
Okay.
Extra payment
towards the principal.
Just so you know, before I hit calculate, total interest in the middle, $325,000. I love this. Check this out. This is insane. Calculate. So it says the principal payment of $250 on top of the $2,500.
Yeah.
Total interest paid $240,000.
Wow. So they just saved $85,000 over the life of the loan by paying an
What a great calculator. I'm not sponsored by them anyway, but it's good to run numbers quickly. $250 a month.
Yeah.
Like an extra, utility bill or a couple nights out from saving from going out on dinner.
Yeah.
Right? It's expensive. You go out 2 times for dinners, you're 100, 125. If you're going out for drinks and whatnot, you just take 2 of those times you go out, apply that towards your interest. Your principal, and you save $85,000.
But here's the kicker. If you're looking at buying in a community with an HOA already, and you're just adding it on to your principal to be amortized in the loan, then you don't even have to cut out your habits, right? Because you were going to pay that $250 per month anyway.
Yeah, correct.
So, and it's a bonus if you don't go out to eat like once or twice a month. Then you can add an additional amount. But imagine if you could just get in the habit of $250 a month for a year or so, then you can keep doing it.